You're listening to What About Me, where I, along with my guests, take a deep dive into those personal struggles and the internal dialogue that is stopping you from doing the very thing that would cause you to have even more success, more money, more relationship, and more abundance in your life. I'm Keisha Dixon, transformational wealth coach, creator of the Monetize Your Mind Success System and the Visibility Vixen Success System. Today, if you're a small business owner, indirect sales, network marketing, or an MLM, you're going to want to grab a piece of paper and a pen and share this episode with others who are in small business, because today we are going to change the way you play your game, and we're going big. You know how you always see successful women, right, in business who always seem to be pulling in the numbers, getting all the leads, and they seem to be doing it faster than anyone else around them. We've all seen that, right? Well, do you ever wonder, what do they have that I'm not getting? What am I missing? Why does it feel like some days are just so hard? Well, maybe you're thinking, well, if I just believed in myself more. Well, here's the thing. You already believe in yourself. Each and every one of you listening, I promise you, you believe in yourself. And I'm going to prove that to you before we're done today. But first, let's just talk. Let's really be real. Sometimes when you're in business for yourself, being honest, there are days like that that just feel hard, right? And challenges come up, like the challenge of being told no, the challenge of rejection, the challenge of your friends or your family just not getting it, the challenge of navigating gracefully those offending questions like, is this a pyramid scheme? As if you would ever, they're literally questioning your integrity. The challenge of biting your tongue or ignoring the sting in your eye when you hear the words, well, what are you doing now? Listen, this is not unique. Everyone faces those challenges in business. Even the most successful people in business face this. And do you want to know what causes them to rise above it and keep it moving quickly? Well, I'm going to tell you. They have harnessed the power of the bounce back. They have a very strong bounce back muscle. They're resilient. Some people say they have grit. What they really have is the power of quick recovery. And here's the good news. We have all been born with a bounce back muscle. Think about when you were a child, or think about a child of 1 or 2 years old, a toddler. Just as they start walking, what happens? They stumble, they teeter, they fall. Sometimes they even cry. And then what happens? They get up. They try again. They start to walk. And then they get really good at walking. And you know what happens next? They start to run. They start to run so fast that their mom and their auntie, or if you're a grandma like me, their grandma can barely keep up with them. They run with inexhaustible energy, right? That's the power of bounce back, and it is literally in our DNA. We are all born with it. And for some of us, our bounce back muscle got a little slower, a little weak, because of a thing called life. Life happened. But now, as adults and business owners, we get to choose to harness that power that we were all innately born with, that bounce back power. So we can start bouncing back faster than anyone around us, until very much like the toddler, we stop crawling or walking out success and we start running with our success and the money that success brings. And then, you know what happens? Our success and the money that success brings starts to catch up with our efforts, and then starts running ahead and actually clearing the path for more success and more money. Do you want that? So great. Let's go in for clarity and identify what's currently bottlenecking or blocking or slowing down your bounce back. Not anyone else's, but yours. Because when we're done today, you're going to be able to make a sure bet on your bounce back muscle. And you'll be able to take that bet straight to the bank. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is write down the amount of money you want to earn every single month from your small business. And take a look at that number and just breathe in that amount. Just take a look at it, all right? And then answer this question. Write it down on a piece of paper. It's important that you write this down. It's more important that you write it down than even put it in the comment box, because when we're done, you are going to have a map of what's stopping your bounce back and a strategy in order to clear it. So, looking at the number, answer this question, write it down. When I'm earning that much, I'll finally feel what? What will you finally feel? Write down at least 3 things. For me, I'll finally feel successful. I'll finally feel accomplished. I will finally feel like I'm moving forward. But doesn't matter what it was for me. What is it for you? When I'm earning that much, I'll finally feel what? Write down at least 3 things. Ready for the second question? When I'm earning that much, I'll finally know that I'm what? Write down 3 things that you'll finally know about yourself. For me, oh gosh, what comes up is I'll finally know I'm powerful. I'll finally know that I'm successful. I'll finally know that I can do it. What is it for you? Write down the 3 things it is for you. Okay. And now the last question. When I'm earning that much, I'll finally have proven to who that I'm what. So you're filling in. I'll finally have proven to who that I'm what. Finally, and what is it for you? I'll finally have proven to the naysayers that I'm right. I'll finally have proven to my family that I'm successful. I'll finally have proven to myself that I am able to do it, whatever it is for you. Okay, now I'm trusting that you have a great list. I know I do. So looking at this list, I want you to read it out loud, okay? And I'm going to read back out from my words what I've heard. When I get there, I'll finally feel accomplished. So another way of saying that is, until I get there, I can't really feel accomplished. Until I get there, I can't really feel that I'm moving forward. Until I get there, I can't really feel peace. Are you catching that? So let's move on to the second section. Second section. When I'm earning that much, I'll finally know that I'm winning. Finally know that I'm powerful. I'll finally know that I'm successful. Another way of saying that is, until I get there, I can't really know that I'm winning. Until I get there, I can't really know that I'm successful. Until I get there, I can't know that I've moved forward. Whatever your words are, you're starting to catch this. Looking at the third section, I'll finally have proven to my naysayers that I was right. Okay? Until I get there, I won't have proven to my naysayers I was right. Or if you said, I'll finally have proven to myself that I can do this, then until I get to this income goal, I won't have proven that I can do this. So what we're doing is we're taking a look at this income goal that you placed, right? This income goal that you wrote down, this number with dollar signs. And the achievement of that goal can either give or withhold from you finally getting to feel what? Peace, accomplished, moving forward, knowing that you can do it, winning, powerful, right, successful. You pick for yourself. Which one of those words that you wrote down feels the most powerful? Picture yourself there, picture yourself a month from now, a year from now, earning that number that you wrote down consistently, month after month. There you are. You've made that goal. What's the dominant feeling? Is the dominant feeling success? Is it winning? Is it peace? Is it powerful? Is it accomplished? What is it? What's the dominant feeling there? Because by not achieving it, by not having it work out exactly the way you have it in your brain, can either give or withhold from you finally getting to feel that dominant feeling. Now, what we're looking at are your very real needs, your very real desires. These are great words. And these are things that you deserve. You deserve to feel peace. You deserve to feel accomplished. You deserve to feel powerful. These are things that you want, things that you need, and things that you deserve. And what we're looking at is how we've attached those very real needs, those very real desires, those very real things that you deserve to your income goal. And that will cause you to have unrealistic expectations. It'll cause you to have devastating lows around your goal. Placing your very real needs and desires on your income goal will weigh down, block, stop, slow down your bounce back muscle. It's as if these very real needs and desires have a hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda says, when I achieve this goal, I'm finally going to feel free. I'm finally going to feel safe. I'm finally going to feel validated. I'm finally going to feel good enough. I'll finally have proven to the naysayers, to my family, to God, and everybody that I'm good enough. So until I get there, clearly I can't feel safe. I can't feel good enough. I cannot feel validated, and I won't have proven that I'm good enough yet, right? So achieving this income goal can either give me or withhold from me finally feeling free, finally feeling happy, finally feeling at peace. Well, my God, no wonder a no doesn't just feel like a no when it's attached to whether or not you get to be free and safe or if you're good enough, right? Now, that's when a no starts feeling like a punch in the gut. That's when a no can keep you in the fetal position in your bed for 3 or 4 days instead of doing the very thing that you need to do to drive the needle in your business. That's when a no, you're saying in your head, oh, I'm just going to shake it off and I'm going to move on to the rest of my asset list. And you sit in front of your computer for hours at end, staring blankly in the screen, unable to move because you've been sucker punched, because that no longer just meant no and it's time for me to move to the next person. That no meant, no, I can't be free. No, I'm not good enough. No, I'm not validated. And when it comes from family members or friends, it particularly feels devastating, doesn't it? And it will slow down your bounce back muscle each and every time. That is, until you get your eyes on it. So, stay with me and answer this question. Of course, if this income goal doesn't happen, I plan to feel what? I plan to feel what? For me, I plan to feel disappointed. I plan to feel sad. If I didn't reach my income goal and I'm attaching it to all these things that that income goal represented for me, if I didn't get there, I plan to feel sad, depressed, frustrated, disappointed. But what do you plan to feel? What are the things that you feel when you don't hit your income goal? Because you're planning to feel that. And when you come up with your word, mine's disappointed and frustrated, what's the feeling in that if you were to use another word? What is the disappointment saying? What would it say? And when you get to what it would say, and I'm going to tell you mine in a minute, but I want you to come up with yours. Write these words down. And I'll say to myself, see, and then fill in the blank. So for me, disappointment and sadness were my big things, right? That's how I would feel after hearing a no or a rejection. So for me, I would write down, and I say to myself, see, I support others and nobody supports me. Or I would say to myself, see, this works for other people, but never for me. Or I'll say to myself, see, I should have never invested in this business. I should have known better. I can't do it. I want you to write down what your C is. This is really important that you write it down. Write down what your C is. And every word that comes after, and I'll say to myself, C, circle it. Circle it, circle it, circle it, and point an arrow at it. And above that arrow, I want you to write down, this is my dominating subconscious belief. Remember when I said, when we started this program, we all believe in ourselves. Well, whatever you just wrote down after the word see is your dominating subconscious belief about yourself when it comes to achieving your income goal. Not just any income goal, but the exact amount of money that you wrote down at the beginning of this exercise. See, nobody talks about this because they don't know how to fix it, but I do. This is what I do. This is what keeps me up at night, deepening my processes. When I start thinking about all the brilliant women that I coach in up-leveling their confidence, up-leveling their core belief in how valuable they are so that they can really start hitting their income goals. And I show women how to reset and up-level the belief that you just circled in themselves so that they can increase their income, start saving, and really enjoying their life. What you have in front of you, what we've just mapped out, is some crystal clear clarity on what your dominating core belief is. And those real wants and those real desires that you've attached to your income goal. And it's blocking or bottlenecking or downright stopping your bounce back muscle. Now, I really want to hone in on there's nothing wrong with your needs and your desires. These are very real needs, very real desires, and they are really things that you deserve. And they're also putting way too much weight on your income goal. So what does that mean? That simply means that you must start meeting those needs and desires directly. And a good way to start that is to get very clear and very honest about your hidden agendas, because that's what this is. It's sabotaging your success, right? Get very clear and very honest about your hidden agendas, those finally feels, finally knows, finally proven to who what. And make an admission to yourself that sounds like, the truth is, I've attached this lifelong need to feel validated, smart enough, good enough to keep my income goal like a little secret hidden agenda. And this is keeping me in a cycle of battling with my goals. And I'm attracting people and circumstances that keep the cycle going. And I'm ready to deal with in a real way and free myself in a real way to work towards my income goal simply for the joy of sharing my gifts, my service, and creating wealth. I promised to bring you clarity today. So did you receive anyway? And anyway, did you receive any? This was really just the tip of the iceberg. We only spent about 20 minutes here, and there is so much more. There's so much more. I have an offer for you, and that is to receive a customized income goal assessment. And during this 90-minute session, you and I will talk one-to-one while I reveal any blind spots that are creating resistance in you and the exact method I use to quickly and measurably dissolve this resistance so that you can start meeting your real needs in a real way and free yourself to work towards your income goals simply for the joy of sharing your gifts, your service, and for the joy of creating wealth. I'll also share with you my best recommendation and strategy designed specifically for you on how you can move forward towards your income goal. And the clarity that you'll receive from this call will remove the need for uncertainty, stagnancy, desperation, or slow down bounce back in your income goals. I really want you to have clarity and direction and confidence as you turn your zone of genius into this profitable lifestyle, right? Profitable business with my proven processes to get you there. Now, $1 reserves your spot. And if you're blown away by the clarity that you receive during your customized income goal assessment, then 24 hours later, after the assessment has been completed, you will be charged $97. And that is if and only if your customized income goal assessment has provided you with the clarity that you need to go forward and to continue to grow your business. Today, we talked about betting on your bounce back, and you can start taking that bounce back muscle once you remove the hidden agendas and started meeting those real needs and real desires more directly. You can take that straight to the bank, and I want you to be able to do that. So to book your customized income goal assessment, go to bit.ly/custom goal. That's bit.ly/custom goal. I'm Keisha Dixon, and I thank you for listening to this episode of What About Me. It is my desire that you received the clarity that you need to push through this next week. And join me each and every Sunday at 3 p.m. right here on What About Me. Have a great week, everyone.